What happens to the world of a video game once it dies? Once all the players are gone and the only ones left in the servers are bots? This is the world of hate.net. Inspired by PSX-style visuals, hate.net was made to look and feel like a forgotten early 2000s multiplayer server, the kind that never officially shut down. Here, in this world, you are just a passerby, a witness to a world that still exists, but not in the way it is supposed to. Loading into the game, you're immediately hit with this nostalgia. PSX-style graphics, a catchy rhythmic soundtrack, and a chat log with multiple users going back and forth the whole time. But none of this is real. This world exists with or without you. It always has and it always will. But beyond this melancholic emptiness, there's something special and unexpected within hate.net. A message, one whose meaning will only be found by a few players. However, to understand this, we have to understand what hate.net is. This game is a cycle of, well, hate. You spawn into an arena, fighting enemy after enemy in a race to make it to the big red gun at the end and destroy the level, killing everyone and resetting the server for another round of the same violence and competition. The music doesn't build or resolve, it just cycles, the same way that the level does. It's an addictive loop to fall into, to become complacent and enjoy the game for what it is. But even here, in this world of hate, there's something fragile and fleeting. Hope. Before entering one of the arenas, if you look up, you can find what seems to be a player who is out of bounds, not participating in the bloodbath happening directly below them. If we make it to the end of the level normally, but choose not to take the gun and instead jump up to the roof ourselves, we encounter something different. A user, but unlike the rest. This stranger with the name Player999 is surprised by our presence here, as though they didn't believe there was someone else like them in this world. They tell us to look out to the horizon, to the servers that are being destroyed and remade by this cycle, killing other users, taking the big red gun, and claiming victory. There is something heartbreaking about this moment, finding someone who feels alone for not wanting to be a part of this world and its violent cycle, but instead choosing to be hopeful. In a sudden revelation, Player999 tells us that if we exist, then there must be others like us too, out there in the other servers. In the final moments together, Player999 then tells us to go to the edge of this world where we will see what this world could have been. And with that, they're gone. Now, if we continue to go out of bounds and make it to one of these TVs, the same ones from the lobby, we can open a portal. Stepping into it, we end up in an empty arena. It is dark. It is only you and this small, empty world. There are no weapons here, there is no violence, it is just a quiet that washes over you like a wave of relief. However, the music is melancholic, it's unsettling, being by yourself with no one and nothing around you, until you realize something. Slowly, moment after moment, you see that the sun is rising. Then a message appears. The private server we are in is now open. Suddenly, a user joins us in this world. They invite someone else, and soon enough, a second user joins the server. This is when you realize that these two strangers are friends who have not heard from each other in a very long time. In the chat, they even share how nostalgic this moment is for them. And as the conversation continues, a third user then joins. It's now a reunion of a friend group, and here we are to witness it for ourselves. For a moment, being here, even if just as a passerby, felt like it was a genuine moment shared by real players. After their conversation, the friends decide to meet up in the real world and hang out as they once had years ago. And as special and wholesome as this moment was, all things have to end. And so one by one, they each leave the server until it is just you and the emptiness of this world once again. This moment was so emotional for some reason. The culmination of the sunrise, the soundtrack, and the reunion just struck something within me. As saddening as it is to witness this as a stranger, it is just as cathartic and equally beautiful. This once dark world has become lighter, both literally and figuratively. You think of the user you met in the previous server just moments ago and how hopeful they would be knowing that there are others like us out here in this vast world. A part of me wishes that there was more to this world, and yet a part of me realizes that it is perfectly enough as it is. This moment was not meant to be found by everyone, and that's what I think makes it so much more special. Hate.net is not meant to be a game with a story. It is meant to exist as a reminder that even here in this world of never-ending violence and hate, there are still those that have hope for a different world, and that different world can exist.